Alright, it's gonna be a long Fenris vlog today, kiddies, so let's get this started. Roll intro! Hey everybody, and happy Sunday! We're in my bedroom today, so imagine that. I hope you're all doing well. I myself have a terrible cold. I probably sound fine, but I definitely do not feel fine. First off, I just wanted to say congrats to all of you. Everybody did their video this week, which may not sound like much, but I honestly cannot remember a time when all 7 members made their video in a single week. In the old Nameless Nerds, I mean. Hopefully, we don't run out of steam too soon. So, as for my last challenge, I was gonna do this funny little thing where I made a video called A Walk with Deckard Cain, where I film going for a walk and answer questions with my Deckard Cain impression.
Stay a while and listen.
But, unfortunately, most of the questions I got asked were personal to me, so I'll just have to answer them normally, closer to the end of this video. So, what happened since I filmed my last entry? Last Friday, myself, Curtis, and our friend Schwa all went out to Surrey because it was Remy's birthday party on Saturday.
Which was amazing, by the way!
And before the party, we went to Dresso in downtown Vancouver. I just have to say, completely seriously here, that place is fucking awesome. Never thought I'd say that about a fabric store. But no, their prices are great. We got out of there with mostly everything I need with only spending about $9. The cosplay that I'm currently working on, by the way, is Link from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It's not going to be completely accurate, but I just want something to go along with Justin's Groose cosplay for Fan Expo. So we bought about 2 meters of this green cotton, and yesterday I sewed this entire tunic for Link. And then only to find out that it was too small. I mean, I can put it on, but it's so tight-fitting that I'm afraid taking it off, it feels like I'm going to rip it. So I just, even after, like, widening the seams, cause, like, right here on, like, the sides, the seams were actually, like, it was deeper in, I guess? I don't know how to explain it, but, I made it a bit bigger and it was still too small for me, so I decided the best course of action is just to re-sew the damn thing. So this is what I have here. It fits a whole lot better. Sleeves are not done, but I don't know if you can see, but the collar has already turned out like a million times better than the last one. And so luckily, I'm pretty sure I'll still have enough fabric left to do the sleeves and the hat. The only thing I'll need to get after that is some mesh fabric that I can spray silver for the chainmail underneath the tunic. We had bought this, like, silver plastic film, which had a bunch of holes on it, and it was super cheap, and it looked really good, but I've been working with it, and I just don't think it's really great to work with. It's pretty fragile. As for Link's equipment, I already have the bow. Yeah, I know, it's the fairy bow from Ocarina of Time, but whatever. Nobody ever does Link's bow for cosplay anyway, so I think that's good enough. My dad and I made this about a month ago, and it's actually made out of PVC piping that we molded into shape using a heat gun. And I'm pretty sure you're thinking, oh, it's not a real bow if it's not made out of wood. But trust me, this stuff is amazing, and this bow is pretty accurate, and it also has a 30-pound draw weight. I just need to make sure that when I'm at the convention center that I have a white paracord string rather than my Dacron archery string, and it should be good. And I don't even know if I'm going to do a quiver of arrows, but if I do, definitely the arrows will be fake. And as for everything else, I already have the shield that my dad actually made for me when I was about 10 years old, I think? I know, it looks so cute. And I'm probably going to make the basic goddess sword out of foam core board. It's the stuff I used to make Strider's cipher for my Strider cosplay back in the summer, and it looks pretty good. The only thing I need to really work on is if you can see, the edges look a little messy, but the actual blade itself, like, I'm looking at the camera now, and the sun's really reflecting off the silver spray paint. Like, even months after I did it, it still looks really nice on camera. So yeah, that will all definitely be done for Fan Expo. I just need to decide whether I should buy a wig or bleach my hair a bit and make it look dirty blonde. What do you guys think? Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. After Remy's party, I came back to Mission for a day to celebrate my sister's 21st birthday. And that night, I got a call for my first PA job. Me and Justin both worked Monday and Tuesday on a TV pilot in North Delta. Unfortunately, due to contracts, I can't tell you guys anything about it or show you any pictures or video, but as for what a PA does in general, I was able to find this highly accurate artist's interpretation. Here's what you do when you patrol a film set. Here's what you do when you're trying to keep people out of shot. This is one of my personal favorites. This is what you do when they're making you do crew park. But no, in all seriousness, as much as it killed my body and as frustrated as I was after my first day, it was a really cool experience, and if I can get on any other productions, I'd definitely do it again. Just need to get some better shoes. In gaming related news, I got my PSP back! Okay, so technically it was my dad's PSP, but he sold all the games he owned for it and he doesn't play it anymore, so whatever. But yeah, I lent it to Justin over a year ago, and I finally have it back. I remember I had it modded back sometime before TsukinoCon of 2012. Jeez, that was a long time ago. It already had a port of Cave Story, as well as a Nintendo and Super Nintendo emulator, but just a few days ago, I finally got a Game Boy Advance emulator on it. But yeah, I've just been replaying a bit of Mother 3 and Metroid Fusion, since it's been a few years since I've played those. And AJ, speaking of Nuzlockes, guess who has Pokemon Fire Red? I've never played a Nuzlocke before, and in fact, I've never even played Red or Blue or the Game Boy Advance Gen 1 remakes before. I've only ever owned Crystal and Soul Silver, so I'm a Gen 2 trainer through and through. But yeah, I might try the challenge out just to see what it's like. Alright, I think that's everything for now, so time for challenges! First off, I'll answer my questions. AJ asked, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
11 meters per second.
Questions from Christine. What is my favorite doctor? Definitely David Tennant. I love all of the modern doctors so far, but I basically rank Tennant is best, Eccleston, or 9th Doctor, is 2nd, and Smith, or 11th, is 3rd. Hurt doesn't count as a doctor. No, we are not having this debate. Now please let us move the hell on. She also asked what games I plan to do next for Fenris and Friends. I actually already have a bunch of stuff that I've already recorded with people that I'm slowly working on editing, and with me starting to study again, that's gonna get pretty difficult. However, I do know that for my Twitch streams, once I finish playing Ocarina of Time Master Quest, I want to try and play Conker's Bad Fur Day on it, because I never played that game as a kid. I've never played it. And Schwa asked, what games are coming out that I'm excited for? Well, the obvious answer is Half-Life 3. I mean, it is coming out, right? Right? That wraps up questions for me, so my question for Justin tomorrow. Why have I not been on Striker yet? It makes me sad. And for Jason, you asked, what's the creepiest or weirdest thing I've seen on a video game? I have 2 answers for this. The thing that creeped me out the most as a kid was from Legend of Zelda, but it wasn't the moon from Majora's Mask.
It was Dead Hand.
Sure, Redeads are creepy, but dude, no! Fuck this! And, the second one, while it didn't instill as much fear in me when I saw it, it's still pretty creepy and definitely weird. The Scissor Man from Clock Tower. When you think slasher villains, you usually think a guy in a mask with some sort of knife. Scream, Mike Myers, and of course, Jason Voorhees. Freddy Krueger is obviously a little bit different, and honestly that's what I like about him, but the tall, unkillable masked man with a knife is pretty much the established norm. So how weird is it to be stalked in a mansion by a deformed midget wielding comically oversized scissors? What the fuck, Japan? Oh, and Jason, I highly recommend you watch Marble Hornets, Everyman Hybrid, and Tribe 12. your opinion about Slenderman not being very scary will probably change. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you guys all have a good week, and I'll see you guys